What if I told you that the exercise advice you've been following for years might actually be holding you back after 60? According to a Japanese heart surgeon who has studied senior mobility for decades, walking alone may not be enough to keep you strong, balanced, and independent as you age. In fact, a recent study tracking thousands of older adults revealed that those who swapped long walks for 5 simple targeted exercises cut their risk of falls by more than 70%, nearly doubled their strength, and spent less time exercising. Even more surprising, one of these moves boosted key longevity markers by over 40%, and it doesn't require any equipment at all. If you want to stay active for decades to come, you need to hear this. Drop your age and location in the comments. We love hearing from our community. Now, let's begin. Number 5. Wall push-ups with hold. They may look easy, but they are incredibly effective at targeting your pectoral muscles, deltoids, and triceps, all of which are crucial for functional upper body strength. Seniors who practice them regularly improve their strength by over 30% in just a few weeks. That's more than those who stuck to traditional walking routines. Why is this so important? After 60, we can lose up to 3% of our muscle mass every year if we don't actively train it. This isn't just about looking good. It's about maintaining your independence. Think about all the everyday tasks that rely on this kind of strength. Lifting a heavy bag of groceries out of the car, pushing open a heavy front door, steadying yourself if you stumble, or pushing yourself up from a seated position. It's the difference between feeling confident and feeling dependent. Here's exactly how to do it. Stand an arm's length from a sturdy wall, placing your hands flat at shoulder height with your fingers pointing straight up. Now, slowly and with control, lean your body forward until your nose nearly touches the wall. The key here is to keep your back straight and your core engaged. It's a common mistake to let your hips sag or your back arch, which takes the tension away from your chest and shoulders. Focus on a straight line from your head to your heels. Hold this position for a slow count of 3 to 5 seconds, feeling the muscles in your chest and shoulders working. Then, with that same control, push yourself back to the starting position. Count 2 seconds as you go in. Hold for a few seconds, then 2 seconds as you push back out. For beginners, start with 5 controlled reps, then work toward 15. For an added challenge, simply step farther away from the wall. You'll feel the resistance increase immediately. Remember, even just 3 sessions per week is enough to build significant functional strength and sharpen your reaction time, which are key factors in preventing falls. Number 4. Seated leg lifts with resistance. This move looks simple, but it's a powerhouse for targeting your hip flexors and quadriceps, the very muscles that power your walking, stair climbing, and rising from a chair. These muscles tend to atrophy or waste away if not used specifically, and walking alone, while good for cardiovascular health, simply doesn't strengthen them enough. This is why you often see a decline in mobility with age, as these muscles weaken and make basic movements feel like a monumental effort. Here's the breakdown. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Now, extend one leg straight out until it's parallel with the floor. As you do this, you should feel a distinct contraction in your thigh muscle. It's important to not just swing your leg up using momentum. Focus on a slow, controlled lift. Hold the leg in the extended position for 2 seconds. Then lower it slowly without letting your foot touch the floor. Repeat this 10 to 15 times per leg. As you improve, you can introduce a resistance band around your ankles, or add small ankle weights. The benefit of training each leg separately is that it helps correct imbalances that creep up with age. One leg may have a slight weakness, and this exercise forces you to build balanced strength. Research links stronger legs to a faster walking speed, which doctors often call the 6th vital sign of aging, because it's one of the best predictors of independence and longevity. Consistent practice of this simple move can lead to easier stair climbing, better stability, and more energy for daily movement. Number 3. Standing heel raises with balance. Your calves are much more than just walking muscles. They are a critical part of your circulatory system. Often referred to as your second heart, the calf muscles act as a pump, pushing blood back up to your heart and preventing it from pooling in your lower legs. This keeps circulation strong and helps prevent conditions like deep vein thrombosis or DVT. Weak calves are linked to poor blood flow, swelling in the feet and ankles, and a higher risk of falls due to poor balance. Here's how to do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair and hold on for support. With your feet flat, slowly, and with control, rise up onto your toes. The key here is to go for a full range of motion. Squeeze your calves at the very top. Now, hold that position for a count of 3 seconds. Then, slowly lower yourself back down over a count of 3 seconds. Avoid the common mistake of letting yourself drop back down quickly. The slow, controlled descent is where much of the muscle-building magic happens. Begin with 10 reps, aiming for 25. To progress, try balancing at the top without holding the chair, challenging your coordination. Eventually, you can try single leg raises, which double the load and are critical for stability after 60. Strong calves also improve brain health. In fact, seniors who mastered single-leg heel raises often had circulation and cognitive markers similar to people years younger. That's why Japanese doctors, including heart surgeons, emphasize calf training for protecting long-term vitality. Number 2. Modified squats to a chair. This is a fundamental human movement. Standing up from a chair may seem basic, but it's one of the first abilities people lose as they age, due to the gradual weakening of the legs and hips. Modified squats train this vital movement, building your glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings, while teaching your body to move safely and powerfully. The beauty of the modified squat is that the chair provides a safety net, allowing you to focus on proper form without the fear of falling. Here's how to do it. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet shoulder-width apart and your toes pointed slightly out. The first move is crucial. Push your hips back as if you're about to sit down. This is called a hip hinge, and it is the proper way to initiate a squat. Now, slowly lower yourself until you lightly touch the chair. It's important that you don't fully sit and relax. Instead, as soon as you feel the chair, immediately push through your heels to rise back up. Keep your chest up and your back straight throughout the movement. Start with 5 to 8 reps, building up to 15 or 20. If needed, you can use a higher chair at first and gradually move to a lower one as you gain strength. Research shows chair squats don't just improve leg strength, they also enhance power, or your ability to move quickly. Power is even more critical than strength alone for preventing falls, because it allows you to react quickly and catch your balance if you stumble. Plus, this exercise sharpens the communication between your brain and your muscles, keeping your nervous system tuned as you age. Number 1. Bird dog hold progressions. Here's the star of the show, the bird dog. It has a funny name, but the benefits are serious. This exercise strengthens your deep core muscles, dramatically improves balance, boosts coordination, and even protects brain health by connecting your 2 brain hemispheres. Here's how to do it. Begin on your hands and knees in a tabletop position, with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Now, extend your right arm straight forward and your left leg straight back, keeping your spine completely neutral. Your hips should not twist or tilt. The goal is to create a straight line from your extended hand to your extended heel. Hold this position for 5 seconds, then return to the starting position and switch sides. Once you have the basic movement down, you can try progressions. Try holding the position for up to 10 seconds. You can also add small, controlled pulsing lifts with your extended arm and leg. For an extra challenge, try closing your eyes to test your balance which will force your body to rely more on its internal sense of stability. This cross-body pattern forces both sides of your brain to work together, strengthening neural pathways tied to memory, stability, and coordination. Studies show that consistent bird dog training increases bone density, reduces back pain, and dramatically cuts fall risk. In fact, seniors who practiced it regularly often performed like people 10 years younger in mobility and balance tests. These 5 exercises work because they are specifically designed to target exactly what aging weakens most: muscle, balance, circulation, bone health, and the vital connection between your brain and body. What's more, this full routine takes just 20 minutes, 3 times a week. The science is clear. For protecting your independence and mobility, these exercises can rival or even beat daily walking. Remember, progress is what counts, not perfection. Each repetition you complete is an investment in your future, whether you're 60, 70, or 90. Japanese heart surgeons often remind their patients that consistent movement is the single most powerful prescription for a long, healthy, and independent life. It's about taking small, intentional steps to reclaim your vitality and freedom. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which daily activity would you most like to make easier? Again, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or simply keeping your balance? And how many minutes do you currently exercise each week? Share your answers in the comments below. We reply to every single one, and your story might just inspire someone else. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more science-backed senior health tips every week.